Hi guys, just been up in the loft, tidying up a bit, putting some stuff away. Trouble is, every time I go up there I find something and bring it back down again. So what we have here, go-go car. It's one of those line followers. Guy with a pen drawing a line. I think it works. I'll put a link in the video description to the original video if I can find it. Yeah. Comes with its own little track and a pen. So we need a battery. Where are we? Cool, that's a very small screw. Did we leave a battery in there? We did. Naughty Grandad. That's not going to be any good, I wouldn't think. Lucky it hasn't all leaked everywhere. Right, I'll find a fresh one. Nothing happening. It looks like it's leaked. Right. We might have to take it apart and check inside, see if there's been any damage. Oh, because I haven't checked that's a good battery. I just grabbed it out of the pile that I have. Not a very good battery. In fact, or is that dragging the voltage down? No, something dragging the voltage down. That's not bad. It's not absolutely fresh, but that's not bad. There's muck in there. No, I'm going to have to take it apart. I'll get something to wipe the muck out the way. Because I don't know if it was working before I put it away. I'd have to go back and check the original video. It doesn't want to come out. Get a bit of assistance. There we go. Oh, we've got lights. Didn't notice that. Two motors to drive it in, steer it. Drive the back wheels independently. A lot of bodgy wiring there, as if I've resoldered it at some time. That looks particularly corroded just there. Right, if I do that, we do get a light coming on. So that tends to mean to me that the switch is faulty. Simple as that. Motor's still not running though. Light, oh, there we are. The light's just flickering a little bit as I'm cleaning the switch by operating it. Still not going though. I vaguely remember shining a light in there to trigger it, because the way it works is it shines a light down that's reflected back by the black or the white surface, well, reflected back by the white, not by the black, and that operates one motor or the other motor to make it turn the right way. And I think those LEDs also come on to indicate which side is supposed to be driving. Yeah, not a very good way of showing things, but you can see the LEDs are swapping over. Sorry about the flickery light. I'll go and see if I've got a little torch we can use instead. Yeah, that's not bright enough. Oh, just about. There we go. But either way, it's still not driving the back wheels. I'm going to go and look at the original video because I got a sneaking suspicion it didn't work, which might be why it was hidden away. It certainly looks very corroded all around here. Don't know if you can see. It's all discoloured. Yeah. I'm going to go and watch the original video. I suspect this one never worked. Right, I just watched my original video and I did sort of get it working in the end. Not properly, but I doubled the battery so we had twice as much power. And I could get it to actually make the wheels turn by covering over one side or the other to demonstrate that that's what drives the motors. But I'd actually decided I needed to replace one of the motors. One of them was faulty. And even then, that was making it go with 3 volts instead of 1.5 volts. So I don't think we're going to get it running today. So there'll be a link in the video description to the original video. I think that's the easiest way to put it, so you can see what I did then. Whether I decide to do any more work to this or not, I don't know. I'll do a close-up so you can see how corroded it looks. Like the actual tracks are corroded on the circuit board. Oh, and it was in a mess originally. The original battery was completely corroded. And I think what the liquidy stuff is here is I sprayed it with some of that stuff that's supposed to get rid of corrosion. And that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop there. And you can check out the original video. I'll put a link in the description and a link on the up on the screen here somewhere as well. Well, this definitely isn't a fix, but it does at least demonstrate if I give it too many volts. Got both lights on. Cover that one. But the other one isn't working. Yeah. Oh, it nearly did. So it looks like if I run it on a little LiPo battery, giving it 3.7 volts instead of 1.5, it might work, but we'd still have to replace that motor on that side. So we do that. Yeah, probably not doing it any good giving it too many volts. Not that it's in any good condition anyway, but I just thought I'd do that so we could see the point I'd got to last time. Question is, have I got a little motor that size that I could possibly replace it with? I don't think I've got anything that small, but I'll go and have a look. Well, I really hadn't intended to spend any more time on this, but I just couldn't resist it. That's the motor that doesn't work. I've taken it out and it just doesn't do anything. So that one's dead. Had a look in my stock. These ones are too long. They're about a millimetre, yeah, a couple of millimetres too long. Had a look through some of my other boxes of bits. This is the remains of a couple of helicopters. And that motor looks to me like it's the same size, except it's got a slightly shorter shaft. You see that? So, I don't know. I don't think that will work because it's too short a shaft. Do I see another one in there? Now that one's the same size and it's got too long a shaft. That's obviously a tail rotor, isn't it? That one's too long. So out of the choice, because no idea what voltage they need. And given the choice, I'd rather use that one so I don't have to cut the shaft short, but it just might not fit. At least it's got nice long wires on it. The other problem I've already had, one of the LED wires came loose, and when I tried to resolder it, the old wire will not take solder. I've had that quite a few times on old wiring. I don't know what they've coated it with. It's probably copper coated steel or something, and the copper is gone. So you can't solder it. Right, this one, if we just push that straight in there, like that. Oh, I need to strip them because I just cut them off. I bet these won't take solder now. It's spinning. I didn't check if it was the same number of teeth. Best thing to do would be to swap the gear over anyway, wouldn't it? Where's it gone? It looks slightly different. Next question is, which way round does it turn? 50-50 chance. I'm bound to get it backwards, aren't I? That is at least working. Right, okay, well we'll solder it on and just hope for the best, and if it goes the wrong way, we'll solder it back the other way. Alright, we'll just solder it and hope for the best and see what happens. Oh, typical. Come on. Ought to be using my helping hand to hold it all still. Around. No LED coming on. Why isn't the LED coming on? Because that black wire has come loose. Oh, where did that come from? Right, we'll stop for a minute. Oh, just there. That's going to be one that's not going to take solder, guarantee that. This USB soldering iron, if you don't use it for a few seconds, it shuts itself off. You have to hold your finger on that little silver thing to get it to start going again. There we go. Nope. Just knew it wasn't going to. Oh, the other end's fallen off. Oh, well, at least I can replace that with a better bit of wire. If I can find some. Well, we certainly haven't fixed it yet. Got both LEDs on. And if I put it there, it is trying to drive itself to one side. What should happen is that one should start driving it back the other way. But it's not. I'm not sure if that's the new one I've put in or the old one. I think this is why I abandoned trying to work on it originally. Oh, I've skipped a few stages here It was getting very frustrating trying to solder the wires. Yeah, it looks like my new one's not turning. If I short across, which one was it? Right, that's driving that one. So if I short across that one, it should drive the other one. It does. Let's go a bit closer. At least we can see partial success. So if I short out one side of the sensor, this one turns. If I short out that sensor, the other one turns. So we have got both turning. I think this one, which is the new motor, is slower. Whether it's worth trying the little LiPo on there, give it a bit more voltage. Okay. Oh. Right, with the LiPo connected, so we're giving it significantly more voltage. So I'm just going over the sensor, blacking it out. This wheel turns. Go over the other one. And it's turning much faster. You can probably hear it. If they're both So I don't think it's going to go straight, whatever we do. Not with those motors. I'm going to call it progress, if nothing else. And whether it's worth trying to fit a little LiPo motor on there, battery. That's both of them turning. Just the left-hand one. Both. How do we get the right-hand ones to turn? Well, that's the right-hand one turning, but it was turning so slowly you probably couldn't even see it. right hand one turning, because the black line is under the left hand side. Both together. Black line is under the right hand side, so that side's turning, that side isn't. But this one is obviously turning much slower. It's expecting, I expect that's expecting more volts. So well, I don't think I can call that a success. Clearly, the motor I've put in isn't at the same speed as the existing motor, so it's turning permanently to one side anyway. That's that one driving, but should be turning it that way. But as soon as the other one goes, it pushes it off to yeah. I mean, we are further forwards than when I left it, whenever it was the last time I looked at it years ago. But that motor's no good. I'll have to get two motors the same, matching pair. That's a shame, but then I haven't even intended to go that far. I think you can work out what I've done there. We're running it on a small LiPo, which is probably why it's not turning quickly enough, because the good motor is going twice as fast as it used to. Yeah, I think I'll call that a day now. I tried. I did wire it up so we can actually switch it off. Yeah. Yeah. Not a success. but not a total failure either, because we've found out a bit more about the car. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.